Probably the biggest cobia anybody's ever seen was speared down in Brazil. This happened in late 2013, and the pictures started to flow around right around early 2014. I was very curious about what this fish was, how it was obtained, where it was obtained, but being as it was from Brazil, there might not have been a whole lot of information out there. The journalist in me wanted to know more, so I basically did a reverse Google image search. I was able to find the Facebook profile of the person who took the photos. His name is Marcelo Lobato, and I contacted him. He spoke, I believe, very little English. It was kind of interesting. He would respond to me in little English tidbits at a time. So what I did in order to get the story, used Google Translator and translated it from English to Portuguese, and then I also had a Brazilian coworker at the time who kind of helped me just make sure everything looked good, was readable for Marcelo. So I emailed him the questions off. He got back to me pretty quickly, and in English he asked me to send him where it was going to be published, who was going to be seeing it, and that sort of thing, and then also if I wanted any more pictures. He had tons of pictures. This cobia is absolutely massive. It ended up being 78 kilograms. They weighed it on 2 separate scales at Fish Company to confirm it. And then pounds, that's 172 pounds. The current record for a spearfish cobia is 145.9 pounds. So this was significantly bigger than that. The all tackle hook and line world record, 135 pounds. So this cobia breaks those records by between 30 and 40 pounds. Absolutely massive fish. The story was they went out 50 miles, 21-foot boat. It was a brand new boat, brand new 150 Yamaha. And the depth out there off of Brazil is about 85 feet of water. Kind of similar to the northern Florida Gulf Coast. And in the translation, the spot that they said was basically like a pipe on the bottom. Just a little piece of structure that they would dive fairly often, and judging by the pictures, they speared plenty of gigantic cobia there, or as they call them, bijupira. So they dropped in on this day. Lobato's friend Ciro, Bravin, and Gabriel, Santana dropped down to the iron pipe below. I think what it is like basically a cargo container. They said it's something they think fell from a cargo ship. Cobia, as they tend to be, are a little curious, and so Bravin is down about 30 feet below the surface, saw one of these gigantic cobias starting to approach towards him. Took a shot, hit it. The spear was stuck in the cobia's back, and it didn't even seem to faze the fish. It continued to swim near the surface as if nothing happened, Lobato said, and then he swam over to see if he could get another shot. The fish kind of started to freak out a little bit at that point. He swam towards the bottom, and the anglers thought that at this point the cobia was trying to swim down into the cargo container. It took them about 10 minutes before they finally got it to rise from the bottom. When the cobia was about 15 feet below the surface, Lobato hit it, and it then took another bolt towards the bottom. After using much of its energy on that first attempt, it was very tired, finally got to the surface. Bravin then lined up a third shot as the fish came up, and this time hit the cobia, basically making it paralyzed, probably struck it right in the spinal cord. And so after 30 minutes, the anglers finally got the cobia up to the boat. At that point, it took them a little work. They finally got it in the boat, and then they realized just how massive it was. They got plenty of pictures, rightfully so. When they tried to submit for the record, they were not able to because it took more than one angler to secure the fish. Since they shot multiple times, multiple different spears, that no longer makes it legal for record. Very similar to if an angler is trying for an IGFA world record, nobody else can touch the rod, can't reel, very strict regulations, and so in this case, no record. Doesn't mean it's any less of a great catch. Absolute massive cobia, phenomenal, ended up 172 pounds. If you're interested in reading the whole story, it's going to be in the YouTube description. You can see it all there, the pictures, kind of been scrolling through them as I've been talking. so you can see just how massive this fish is. Hopefully you guys enjoyed.